Check, check, check. Radio check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, welcome back to another stream. Yeah, we've started a little earlier for today's flight. Before we go into the particulars of it, I do thank each and every one of you who's got notification of the stream and has decided to stop in just to have a look or just to stay here for the flight today. Thank you so much. Yeah. I just wanted to try something a little different. Last stream, guys, it did crash for me, unfortunately. I had some internet issues. Hopefully it's all resolved for this flight. And I had a little bit of time early this morning here in Southern Ontario, Canada. It is only 9:34 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and I thought I would do a flight. Merc, welcome on board. Welcome. And Merc, as you can see, I did make you a moderator. Yeah, so I mean, if you're up for it, you can mod. If you don't feel comfortable, I can go ahead and take it out. I didn't expect you to stream this early. Laugh my ass off. He said, yeah. Me too, guys. It was just like that. Short notice. I wanted to make sure that the internet did work. And I found this route that was on the back burner for a little bit. And I thought, you know what, now might be a time to do it. I do, believe it or not, have an audience in India. So for all the Indian followers there, thank you so much. I hope more of you can subscribe. And yeah, this is a big shout out to everyone over in South Asia. And, thank you. Yeah, and we'll do some flying out here. We do a lot of the flying in North America and some in Europe, so why not go across the ocean here and or on the other side of the planet and do some more flying. All right, let me go ahead and get the face cam on, guys. I'm sorry, it is a little early for me. Yeah, I don't have the proper mask on right now, but anyway, yeah, so here we are. I'm not on Vatsim, guys, just because there is no controllers out here. We're going to have another look, a final look at the FSLabs A321, and then we'll be back into the Boeing aircraft for the next flights. There it is. We've got some more people in here. 1201 on the subs. Dervish Ari in the house. Good day, mate. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. And I am running it on the vertical stream as well, guys. I'm going to just open that up for you guys, or for myself. If there's anybody in the vertical chatting, I can go ahead and say hello. Stand by here for a minute. It looks like my... All right. Let's see. There's always something going on. FS. Go to the multi-stream. And it doesn't look like I've got anybody in the chat there. But if you are on the vertical, you can go ahead and check it out on the horizontal as well. And, say hello there too. Yeah, it looks like my second phone here is not. All right, so you know what? Maybe that might have been the problem. That might have been. All right, somehow Asian Vatsim is kind of dead, such as UAE and India or even Hong Kong. Exactly, yeah. Hong Kong usually does events on the weekend. They usually hold, events on Saturday. It'll be Saturday morning for me. I'm not sure. I guess it's Saturday evening for them, but we'll keep an eye out for future events, and maybe we can fly one of those. All right. Anyway, the particulars for today's flight, guys. We're sitting here in. Let me see if I can get the airport pronunciation right. The airport is Chennai International, Chennai International, and we're going to Gandhi International. This is which is in Delhi. This is a real world flight. It is operated by what is the flight? Yeah, Indigo. Sorry, guys. Yeah, real world flight. operated by Indigo. Our call sign for today is iFly. 1200 is the number. Flight time for today, 2 hours and 28 minutes. Gate to gate, 2 hours and 56 minutes. We will be covering a distance of 1,011 nautical miles at a cruise altitude of 36,000 feet, or flight level 360. Guys, and I do apologize if I'm stumbling with the words here. This is a carrier that I normally don't fly, but we will in the future. And this isn't a region that I normally haven't flown. I think I've done one flight in the A380 to India in the past. But if you guys, if there's a demand for it, we'll definitely come back. It is a real world flight, guys. If you want the particulars for the flight radar 24 or flight aware, it'll give you all the particulars. We're not flying on real time now just because it is getting close to nighttime. Or at least evening in India. I've just rolled back the clock just a few hours so we get a little bit of sun. I am on Microsoft 2024. If you've got any questions with the simulator and settings, I'll be more than happy to discuss that with you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the stream. TapTube in-house, hello, welcome on board. Of course, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hitting that bell to be notified of future streams, and of course, dropping a like in the video. We're trying to get up to 20 likes. We'll try to get 20 likes. And this is for all the viewers that I have that are overseas, and that sometimes it's very, very late at night for you guys to watch live, and now you get a chance to do it. If you've got any questions in regard to flight simulation as well, please go ahead and ask. I'll be more than happy to try to answer. Merck says you should definitely do a flight with the A340, such a rare plane to fly on Vatsim. Yes. Unfortunately, I don't know if there is. Oh, yeah, there is one on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I believe the one for X-Plane 12 is better. So let me go ahead and get the sounds up here. I'm going to crank up the sounds, and we're going to jump aboard the aircraft now, and we're going to get things started. All right. And like I said, guys, I am not on Vatsim. Also, because I've got this radio panel in here, and I still haven't figured out how to get the mode C to work. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump aboard here and let's get things started. So up to the overhead panel. First things first, battery switch on, battery 1, 2 on, external power on, and I've got it cranked for the sounds. Hope you guys enjoy the sounds here. All right, so we've got power now. Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3 for alignment. Ground control, crew supply oxygen. We've got the left, center, right controls, fuel pumps on. We'll come down to the actually beacon switch. We'll get that armed, and then we'll get the APU switch turned on. There it is. We'll wait a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we'll go ahead and start that APU. Perfect. We'll come now over to the electronic flight bag. Let's log in. And let's actually, first things first, let's go ahead to the tech log and see if we've got any problems with the plane today. All right, so we've got Aircon Pack 1 is in op, expires in 9 days. These are the problems. Flow control valve deactivated. You know what? I want this repaired for the flight. I want to make sure that everything is good for today's journey. And we're going to go ahead and hit that wrench. Confirm repair detail. Absolutely. And now it looks like we've got nothing showing. So we can go up now to the airplane diagram here, the services. Now we're all hooked up. And you know what? Let's go ahead and request the boarding. We'll do that. We'll request it. All right, that all looks good up on the top. Actually, no. We'll get the seatbelt, portable electronics, no smoking on, and we'll arm the emergency exit. Merck says, nah, Latin VFR sucks ass very bad. It's just an Asobo A320 with 4 engines. MCDU. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about Latin VFR. Doesn't create that bad scenery, but those airplanes, I haven't heard any good things about them. Guys, the scenery here, we're gonna step out for a minute here and have a look as the aircraft gets boarded, or the boarding gets underway. Check it out, guys. This is freeware scenery. I can't remember who the developer is. It's from a flightsim.to. It's really, really good. This looks really, really good for freeware scenery. So big shout out to the individual or individuals who've, you know, brought this to us for free. Absolutely free. I believe Delhi's got a good one as well too. I never spawned into it, but I did download a freeware version. So very, very nice. All right, we're gonna jump back inside the aircraft here, and we're gonna start getting the MCDU all programmed. I am running the actual physical MCDU here beside me from WinWing, so you know you'll see me with my head, you know, to my right. It'll probably be on your left, programming it. But I've got the virtual keyboard, or sorry, the virtual MCDU here for you guys to see. So we'll get this turned on. Get the brightness turned on for our first officer here. Perfect. And let's go ahead and start initializing today's flight. So we'll go to the options page. No, actually, you know what? We'll go back to the menu, ATSU, AOC menu, and then we're going to go to the init, which is right up here, and we're going to initialize the flight. Init data request, and we're going to get it. This is all via the SimBrief, guys. TapTube says, what graphic card do you operate on Microsoft Flight Simulator? Excellent question. It's a RTX 4700 by Gigabyte. Here, I'll give you the specs from Nightbot. Exclamation specs, and it'll give you all my computer specs. All right, so here is the particulars, and now we can go back over to the init page here. And init request. Interesting, it didn't take the flight number this time. I wonder if that was an update. The yeah, the flight plan is not even in there. Interesting. Oh, and I've got some ground music here too. All right, let's see. AOC menu here. Yeah, these are the particulars. Queued, let's see. Yeah, sent. Okay, initialization now has been received. We'll go to the init page. Yeah, it doesn't show. Oh, you know why? Maybe because GSX Pro. Interesting. Yeah, I never had this problem before. Usually it automatically populates it. You know, the lazy way of doing it, but why not? I might have to enter everything in manually. Beanie Baby Gaming, welcome on board. I'm flying to Seoul to Atlanta right now. Started last night flying over Idaho, landing around noon. All right, have a good flight, my man. Excellent. Stay safe up in the virtual skies there. All right, I wonder if this now has anything to do with SimBrief being hacked. Not SimBrief, but GSX Pro. Let's open up the door here. Yeah, you can see the passengers loading up. All right, we're gonna hang out here for a minute, and we'll see what's happening. I don't know what that is. Go ahead and close that. Let's go ahead and lock that. I don't know what that sound is now. I wonder if there's a way that I can just complete it. Yeah, see, there's a lot of... I wonder, you know what? Let's just reset the position. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I might have messed it up now. Atsu. AOC menu. Oh, look at this. There's a departure ATIS too. So this is all in. Flight time for today, 2 hours and 27 minutes. Done it twice. Oh, there's more stuff in here. Look at this Autoland. Guys, if you want a thorough Airbus, this got a lot of goodies in it. I guess that takes care of that. Interesting. All right, well, we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way then. We'll go over now one more time to the init request. Now it says invalid flight plan uplink. All right, you know what? Whatever. Old-fashioned way, guys. I'm going to manually enter everything in. Not a problem. So flight number for, and plus you guys will have a chance to see how to program it from scratch. All right. Sammy Cooks in the house. Welcome on board. I do apologize, guys. Sky, what do you say for this year? I'll save $90 and buy the 777 from Flight Factor. I've looked at it. It looks pretty good to me. I'm probably going to wait, you know, until there's a sale, probably the July 4th sale, and I might pick it up. We will be back in X-Plane, guys. We will definitely be back in X-Plane. All right, so now over on the init page here, we're going to go ahead and get the you know, particulars manually programmed in. You guys will watch step by step how I get it done, and we'll get this flight underway. So first thing, flight number today is Indigo 1200, flight number 1200, call sign iFly, but the ICAO code is IGO. So we're going to put that in there. 1200. Perfect. Cost index for today's flight. We can have a look together. Let's see if it'll be up here. Cost index of only 0. Well, that's ridiculous. You know what? We're going to crank that up. We'll do cost index of 50. We're going to be doing a cruise altitude of 36,000 feet. So let's get that entered. And then we'll go now back over to the menu options, and I'm going to manually enter in all the particulars in terms of the weights and the fuel. So for today's flight, we are expecting 9,136 kilograms. So let's do, we'll take a little bit more. We'll do 9,500 kilograms for the fuel. There it is. You can see that it's already been balanced out between the two wings here. We'll return. We'll go over to our payload. We've got a 0 fuel weight now of only 48.8, but the numbers from SimBrief now has got us estimated 0 fuel weight at 69.1. So we'll try to get up to 69.1 for this. So yeah, we're just gonna start putting in numbers and manually loading up the aircraft. So we'll go passengers in the front. We'll get 80. You know, we'll get 75 here for the middle. We'll do full 70 in the back, and then let's start putting in some cargo. 1,000. Now, cargo is not only the baggage from the passengers. Sometimes there's dedicated. It looks like we've already got a lot. So you know what? I'm going to divide this up. The cargo sometimes is you know, from other shipping companies. They'll get some space and utilize it in the aircraft. 69. We'll do like that. This looks so good. We're just a little bit more. You know, because I am taking the extra fuel. What do you prefer, the iFly 737 or the FSLabs Neo? That is a great question. For the Airbus guys, I think this is my favorite ones right now, just because it's got a little bit more depth, and it handles, you know, a little bit differently than the Phoenix. Not to say that the Phoenix isn't good. So, I mean, the question, 2 parts. If you're flying Airbus, I'm really enjoying this one for the time being. And for Boeing, right now, the iFly is, in my opinion, better than the PMDG. That's just my opinion, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and clear the scratch pad here. We want to make sure that we've got the fuel on board. 9,480 now in the tanks. We'll come down now and we're going to manually insert the flight plan here. So if you guys want, we can take a look at the route together. So here's our route. We're departing runway 25 via the Kamgu 2 Bravo departure, Kamgu, and then we'll be arriving into Delhi later on, expecting runway 11. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. 11 via the Bavok 6 arrival. So we'll come now first to VOM. That is our departure. Expecting runway 25 via the Kamgu 2. There it is. I will go ahead and insert that. And then from Kamgu, we're going to pick up an airway Q, Quebec. 24, we're going to insert that, and we're going to Bavok. It's been a minute since I've done this. Oh, no intersection. Oh, Bavox. Bavox. Insert. That looks good. We can go ahead and insert that. And then we're going to go all the way down to the ICAO code for our arrival. Arrival later on this evening. This is a real-world flight, guys, and I believe it's taking off now. So we might be able to track the real-world flight. Once we get airborne, I'm going to see where the actual flight is. ILS 11 left, or 11 left, and it's via the Bavok 6 arrival. We'll go ahead and insert that. There's the flight plan. 981 on the distance here. The SimBrief gave me 1,011, so close enough for that. We'll go back to the init page here, and let's get our zero fuel weights. And our block fuel was 9.5, and now we can get the calculations. Merck says, do you know how much the price for the 777 usually drops? Well, Canada Day and July 4th are coming up now in the next couple of weeks. I think they knock off anywhere between $10 and $20. This is all in American, so I mean it's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. All right, so we've got the flight route now loaded in. As you can hear the beautiful music inside. Passengers now are loaded. What do we have to do now? Let's have a look at our weather, and we'll get out of here. It looks like there's some weather in the area, but anyway, we're going to take this information here. So, Chennai International 190 at 9 knots for the winds. Can't remember what this is. Visibility is good. Scattered at 2,000. Scattered at 10,000. Temperature a balmy 34, 2.26 degrees Celsius. I'm looking for the QNH here 1002. So we're gonna get that dialed in here. 1002. That looks good. We'll get it on our standby instrument here as well. And we're gonna bug up our altimeter all the way up to flight level 360. Whatever restrictions we have on the SID and the STAR, we'll get that. You know, the aircraft will get that all sorted out. Only 4 likes, guys. 5 likes in the chat. Let's try to get 20 likes, and let's try to get 1,210 subs, guys. If you're watching on the vertical stream, I do appreciate you guys watching over there as well. All right, this looks good. We've got a panel up here too, believe it or not. We'll come down. Let's get our squawk code in. 2,000. Whoops. Actually, you know what? We can go here. 2,000 on the squawk. And we'll go to ATC transponder on. We'll go TARA. That looks good. And for the radios, we'll do 122.8, even though I'm not on Vatsim right now here. Got that all set in. That looks good. Perfect. Ed E in-house, welcome on board. Hey, Skymaster in chat. I'm getting ready to take a flight also in the Phoenix. Excellent. Where are you off to today? If you guys are on the Vatsim, I'll be more than happy to check out the flights. I see the TCAS, it's still showing us on standby. So I'm not sure if I'm getting it all. Oh, okay, auto. So we'll do auto, and now it should show. There it is. Oops. Yes, scratch pad. We'll get. Okay, so just a few more things left to do here, guys. Let's get the perf, our takeoff data, and then we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. So, thrust. I'm gonna go toga. Anti-ice will be off. We'll do a flaps 1 configuration, and the air conditioning we'll keep on. We're going to be expecting runway 25. Let's go ahead and get the calculations in. It's all automatic. As long as you set in your particulars, your preferences, it'll automatically spit out the performance numbers for you. So V1 range for today between 138 and 146. VR 146, V2 152. We've got a config setting of 1/up. On the one on flap setting 1 on the trim. Stabilizer will be 1 up 3.3, and we are forcing a toga. Perfect. Now we can come back over to the electronic flight bag, sorry, to the MCDU here. We'll go ahead and uplink that. That looks good, and we're ready to go here. So I'm back over. Now let's see if get the APU bleed on. Let's see if my GSX works now. Yeah, now it doesn't even work. Okay, there it is now. Prepare for push and start. CST Gaming, welcome on board. Thank you so much for stopping in, my man. I was watching a little bit of your stream yesterday. Excellent stream, my man. And, of course, have a great time at the Flight Sim Expo. I will be watching it. Sadly, I won't be able to attend this year. If I didn't have to go to Europe a few weeks ago, I would have definitely I would have come down. Irish Big Dan just subscribed. Thank you so much for that. Welcome on board, my friend. Welcome. All right, so we've got the, I'm not sure what the GSX is doing here. I guess they're waiting. Oh, all right.
Pass pin inserted.
So you can hear the sounds from the outside, but, you know, when you're in the aircraft, you can't hear the GSX sounds. And it looks like we've got a couple of doors open, so before they get hooked up here, let's go ahead and close. Let's close that, and let's close that. There's the door. I'm not sure why this isn't closing. Forward cargo, perhaps that's why. There it comes down. Thanks, brother, says CST Gaming. No problem, my friend, no problem. If only they did a FS Expo in Italy as well. Well, you never know, they might in the future. I would have loved to have gone, but you know what? I will be watching the other content creators bringing in, you know, bits and pieces of the event. Hopefully there'll be some new good stuff on the way for the coming in for flight simulation. All right, back inside the aircraft here. They've already prompted me for the direction of pushback. We're gonna go do nose to the left for this morning. And let's see if we'll get it underway here. So release parking brake. I wish there was a way I can get that sound to, you know, be heard in the aircraft here. So parking brake released. We'll come up to the overhead. We'll make sure that the APU bleed is on. That is required for the engine start. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will. There's the message prompting us that we're A-OK for the start. We'll come down over to the center pedestal here. Very easy on the starting, procedure for the Airbus here. All you got to do is come to the center pedestal right below the throttles here, ignition to the start position. You make sure that your engine instruments are displaying here on the EFIS here with no flag showing. That all looks good, and all we got to do is toggle the switch. There ain't no right way, or there isn't a right way to start the engines, as in terms of engine 2 start, engine 1. It all depends on your personal preference, and if you are flying for an airline, whatever your SOPs are. So your standard operating procedures from your company, every company's got their own. So you'll follow that. Come back out here. We can listen to the... Oh, come on. And listen to the engine siren. CST Gaming says there's some exciting stuff unveiled on Saturday from Moza. I already looked at some of the stuff. I'm really, really interested in it. I'm looking forward to seeing some new stuff. All right, here it is, guys. Enjoy the spool up of engine number 2. Guys, this is default sound. Defaults come stock vanilla with the aircraft. All right, so engine number 1, we're going to go ahead and do the same.
And that you keep it fastened at all times.
If you come back down to the
if the
cabin
air
here,
supply fails, masks will drop from
you
above
can hear
you.
some of the
Pull a mask towards you to
briefing.
start the oxygen.
Perfect. And we're going to hang out inside for the start of number 2. Merck says, by the way, how come you're doing more MS or Microsoft rather than X plane lately? It's because of preference or quality and sound. No, yeah, no, yeah, that is a Canadian thing. That's how we answer. No, yeah, or yeah, no. No, yeah means no, and yeah, no means no. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I mean, I just got caught up with, Microsoft 2024 lately and the release of this new aircraft. So I will be definitely going back to X-Plane 12 in the very near future. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. All right, bro, gotta catch a flight later. Safe travels, CST Gaming. All the best for the expo, and I look forward to seeing your content in the very near future. Say hi to all the guys for me. Get them to subscribe. I'll do the same. Cheers, my friend. All right, so we've got a good engine start on number 1. The engines look good and stable. And we're going to come up now, and we're going to transfer the power over. We don't need the APU off, so we can go ahead and shut that off. So APU master off, APU bleed off. We'll get the strobes in the auto position here. Everything looks good up on the top. All we've got to do now is configure the aircraft for the departure here, and we'll start making our way over to the active here, the active runway. So up on the center panel here, auto brake set to max. That looks good. We're going to get the aircraft, the flaps configured so they'll come down in the 1 position. You can see them coming down. Very nice on the animations here and the sounds. Love it. There's a little drop on the aileron as well. Very, very nice. Perfect. We're going to get that trim setting plugged in, or at least we'll make sure that it is. We'll go to the flight controls. So we've got a pitch trim now of... Oh, it looks like it's going up a little on its own. We need to go up 3.3. So I'm just manually going to do that. I'm using the trim wheel on the Bravo throttle here. Very easy. If you've got another button mapped out, you can go ahead and use that as well. Oh, it's coming back down again. Oh, maybe it doesn't like it. Interesting. No, it's coming back down. All right, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it like that. And we'll go ahead and arm the spoiler. I might have something else bound to the trim wheel. All right, we'll get the predictive wind shear also set to auto. Oh, we're still hooked up. Yikes. That's what happens if there's no audio. You know, you just have to be on it. All right, they're gonna disconnect. Maybe that's why the trim wheel was not getting set. So I've got to figure out a way to get the GSX Pro to, you know, to be heard in the aircraft here. Merck says, hoping Swiss 001 will do a good video for the FS Expo. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be there too. I really wanted to go, but I had this unexpected trip over to Europe a few weeks ago, and I was just like, you know, I'll be watching. I'll be watching on the sidelines here, guys. All right, they're disconnecting. Guys, 1204 on the subs. Let's try to get up to 1210. I do appreciate it. Only 7 likes. Let's try to get 20 likes too. And if sorry guys, if you're watching over on the vertical here, it's not showing up in the chat. Carlito is in the house. Carlito, welcome on board. Someone else, P is in the house. I don't know what the name is, not in. I don't know. I can't read the name. Nishaf also. Please fly to India, Nate Paul. Kathmandu one day. Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I do apologize. I just seeing you guys on the vertical. Guys, if you're watching on the vertical, please drop a like in there as well. All you got to do is double tap to get the like. There was the wave off from the ground controllers. We're gonna just jump outside. We'll make sure that we're all clear. Jump back in, and now I'm gonna see if I can get that trim wheel to stick. If not, I'm okay with it, and we'll definitely go. Guys, yes, if you guys want to see some more Asia ops, South Asia, India, Nepal, you know, China, Hong Kong, Japan, Australia. I'm down for Australia. Will definitely be a globe trotting. All right, so now you can see the trim wheel is good. We can run our takeoff config test. We'll press it. Everything looks good. Oops. And I'm ready to go here, guys. I'm ready to. FPS Lego in the house. Welcome on board. You should do Heathrow someday. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. I'm not going anywhere. You guys join the Discord, !Discord. There is a route sub channel. I'll be more than happy to look at it and eventually get to doing those routes. I am excited about doing this flight. It's just because I've never really done a flight on this part of the world. So here we go, guys. Parking brake off. Unfortunately, I'm not on Vatsim. Once I get that tweaked out, I'll definitely be back. All right, we're gonna give it a little bit of power here. We'll make sure that the tiller here is depressed. I've got Navigraph opened, and we'll start making our way right down to the end here. Power to idle. We'll do a quick brake check. Brake's good, and let's go. Yeah, !Discord. Join the Discord, guys. All right, clear right, clear left. Make sure that the situational awareness is good. Look at, and this freeware scenery, guys. Freeware is just absolutely stunning. It's good. I really like it. All right, clear left side. Oh. Make sure that we're clear on both. Very hazy here. It's late afternoon here in India, virtual India. In real time is a little bit more. I think it's early evening. I think it might be close to 7 p.m. Or actually maybe a little after 7 p.m. All right, so all the way now to 25. Take a look. Scenery is very nice for freeware. Very, very nice. Asher in the house. Welcome on board. Welcome on board Skymaster 1 today. Asher, hello. I'm so happy you're doing this flight today. Chennai is my hometown. Excellent. I'm so happy that you're watching from your hometown, or if that I am flying from your hometown virtually. Hope you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell to be notified of future streams. I am streaming regularly, and of course, dropping a big thumbs up in the video. Thank you, my friend. All right, so it's a little bit more for the taxi. We'll ping the flight attendants shortly. We'll get them all seated and ready for the departure. Guys, remember, flight time today, 2 hours and 28 minutes. It is a real-world route operated by Indigo. Gate to gate today will be 2 hours and 56 minutes. All right, situational awareness here. Clear right, clear left. It's a little finicky on the rudders here. You know, they feel good up to a certain point. I've talked about it in the past, and then they get a little overly sensitive, you know, with the deflections. I've got to read up on it and see if there's a custom setting for that. But in terms of the ailerons, you know, the roll and the pitch access, it's quite nice. Feels quite nice and heavy. All right, now let's go ahead and ping the flight attendants. Flight attendants, please be seated for departure. Thank you. All right, we'll make sure that we're clear here. Looks like we've got a tailwind here, quarterly tailwind. Alex Leonard in the house. Welcome on board, my friend. I just discovered this channel. Looks brilliant. Do you stream flying a variety of aircraft? Indeed, I do. Yes. Stream a variety of aircraft between all three simulators, Microsoft 2020, Microsoft 2024, and X-Plane 12. And I stream various aircraft and various or different destinations. Hope you like the channel, and I do welcome you on board. Hopefully we'll get you as a sub as well. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified of future streams. I am streaming regularly, and smashing that thumbs up button. All right, here we're just automatically going to take runway 25. Runway 25 visually confirmed. The flight attendants have been notified. Get ourselves all level here. It's my runway. I'm not on Vatsim, so we can take our time here. Make sure that we're right on that center line. We're gonna stop. The brakes. We'll jump outside, have a look. There she is, guys. Indigo. A321 ready and cleared for takeoff. So we can disconnect now the tiller. And let's get it started, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get out of here. All right, so power up to 50%. We're gonna watch those engines spool up. We're gonna make sure that they're spooling up together and relative in sync. That all looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that chrono, and here we go, guys. Power all the way to the firewall here. Toga, Mantoga, SRS, runway heading auto thrust blue. Takeoff thrust is set. Airspeed's alive. 100 knots. Check. V1. Rotate. V2. Positive rate. Gear coming up, and we are out of here, guys. Is it crazy the Europe used to be dead as hell on Vatsim while the US and Canada are alive? Now it's the opposite. Yeah, it's the time of day. Look at this departure, guys, right like a rocket ship. And there's the beautiful airport. Beautiful, beautiful. custom scenery here. All right, back inside the aircraft here. Let's go ahead and set the climb thrust. Climb thrust is set. Pitch the nose forward, and we're going to go ahead and start that turn. I am manually
Meantime,
flying.
This includes e-cigarettes.
And we'll do an after takeoff check once we're up at 10,000 feet. Yeah, Merc, it's, you know, usually the virtual controllers, hold on a second here. Speed check's good. Flaps coming up.
In pounds,
We can watch them come
euros,
up.
most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we could be of any further assistance, then just...
So usually the volunteers that volunteer on Vatsim, you know, either as controllers are in the area, in the actual area where the, you know, where their airspace is covered. So you'll get North American coverage during the week more in the nighttime than you would at day, depending if you're living in the Eastern time. All right, so here's the standard pressure. We're going to go ahead and toggle that. ×2, ×3. That looks good. And it looks like I'm not on my route now. We'll go direct to here, insert. And let's go ahead and get the autopilot turned on. There it is. All right, 13 of us in here. 1206 on the subs, guys. Let's try to get it up to 1210. I just saw we were at 1207. Ormelius in the house. Welcome on board, my friend. Welcome. Yeah, guys, I do have some channel watchers on the vertical stream. Guys, I'm sorry if I, you know, take a minute or two to read your hellos or whatever questions you might have. I'm just jumping between the two chats. So I'm actually doing two different stream formats at the same time, so. All right, we're above 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and do our after takeoff checks. The landing lights can come off. The runway lights as well. Taxi. Oops. Oops. The strobe can go on auto. The seatbelt sign can come off. We'll come down to the center of the panel here. Auto brake now is off. Flaps are up, and we can go ahead and disarm the spoiler. Perfect. After takeoff checklist is complete. I wonder if I no. Sammy Cook says they really need to add the wind flex, yes, and a better looking cabin. But other than that, it's good. But yeah, if there's some good wing flex on it, it'd be sweet. I'm sure it's coming up for the coming streams. Guys, let me know if it's a little bit loud for you. I can turn down the volume. All right, 12 of us in here. Let's get at least 20 likes on today's stream. We're only at 11. 20 likes, guys. 20 likes on the vertical, and we're going to try to get up to 1210 on the subs. 1210 on that. Oh, look at this. We're at 1208. So it looks like I've got a delay here on my phone here. 1208. We're so close. I do appreciate you guys. On our way to Delhi. wanna share this with one of my buddies. Yeah, the wind flex. Other than that, like I said before, the aircraft is really, really nice. We will be doing a comparison one day. We'll be back in the Phoenix. Maybe we'll do a back-to-back flight between the two. You know, we'll use the FSLabs for one leg, and then the Phoenix for the other, and then you guys can get your form your opinion. There. Just move that for the vertical stream. Excellent, guys. Excellente. So how's everybody doing today? And for all my channel watchers over in Europe and South Asia, India, Japan, Australia, how are you guys today? Sky, you should do some more British Airways flight, long or short, doesn't matter. Yeah, it's true, I should. Yeah, I think I've only done one Speedbird flight. I do like the name, Speedbird. Plus, we got to get it back into Microsoft 2020. It's been a minute since I've been in that. Excellent. All right, let's go over to the wing. I'm inside the cabin here. Jump over to the left side. Very, very nice. We're cloud surfing. Yeah, guys, you have some good route suggestions, some very good ones. I wouldn't even mind, like the earlier gentleman said about the Nepal going to Kathmandu. Got to see what airlines operate that route. Back up in the flight deck. I am going to just turn down the volume just a little bit here for our climb and cruise. You'll be able to hear me better. Once we get closer to the landing, I'll crank it back up. I do appreciate you guys tuning in early for my regular watchers, tuning in a little bit early. I will be going back to my regular scheduled time tomorrow, and of course the weekends I leave a little more open and flexible, and on the weekends we try to do some longer operations. All right, guys, airborne now for 10 minutes and 26 seconds. We did hit that chrono. The total flight time is 2 hours and 28 minutes. So just a little over 2 hours and 10 minutes remaining. It is a real world flight, and we're headed northbound here, guys. You know, from the southern portion of India to, you know, up north, Delhi. And it looks like we're going to be on top of the weather here. Taking a look at our primary flight display here. Everything looks good. We're on a targeted airspeed. We're on the flight directors here. We're climbing nicely. Climb performance looks good. 1,000 feet a minute. If we look at the navigational display, ground speed of 466 in the climb. And we've got a crosswind direction 230 at 16. Very, very nice. All good. Guys, and we're 2 away from 1,210 subs, guys. It looks like the landing lights are still on. Yeah, maybe I didn't even turn them on. All right, now they're off. That looks good now. No portable electronics? Nah. Now we're good. We can go ahead and turn that off as well. Right. Let's jump over to the first officer side here. Get ourselves settled in here for a little bit. You guys can have a look at that. Right. Yeah, back up in the captain chair here. And that's it. Easy peasy. Well, a little bit of rocking here. So I do like the flight dynamics of this aircraft. You know, it's got a little bit of rocking, a rolling, yawing, and nice and heavy on the controls. Is it worth the pickup? The Neo, yes. Yes. If you have the other Phoenix aircraft, the A321, or sorry, the A320 and the A319, and the A321, should you get the FSLabs A321s? I mean, it's your call. It depends on, you know, how much of a fanatic you are. In my case, I own them all. It's just paying homage to it from the P3D days. But the Neo, if you're sitting on the fence to picking up a Neo and putting it in the stable of aircraft or in your virtual fleet, definitely worth the pickup. For sounds, I'd say this is better than Phoenix. Yeah, and it's all stock. Like, it's all, there's no custom sound. Now, for the other FSLabs, they do have, there is a developer that's made custom sounds. I actually bought one of the packages, the CFM, and I mean, it sounds a little bit better. But do you need them? No, because even the other variants of the FSLabs, their default sounds are quite nice, which I wanted to showcase on the last stream, but for some reason I had major internet issues. And it's been like that now in Southern Ontario for the last couple of days. For those of us that are living in the area, you know, if you're on the Rogers network, I heard Rogers was down yesterday, so. All right, if we look at our display here, company message, we've got a memo here. We're gonna come down to the MCDU here, and let's go ahead and take a look and see. We'll come down and go to the ATSU AOC menu, received messages here. What's our message? And there's our message. We can take a look. That looks like a very thorough message. Interesting. And you can go ahead and print it too. I'm gonna press print. I don't know if the printer works. Yeah, the printer would be here. Maybe there's a way that we can play around in the settings to get the printer to work, but that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I wonder if there is a way. All right, so we'll go into options. Let's see if we can find it. Maint? No. Look at the depth in here. There's so many things you can do. Maintenance. Look at all this. We'll go through it. EFS, maybe it's in here. FSU knobs accelerated. No, barrel on, yes. That looks good. Fire, no fuel payload. External controls. That's if you want to use GSX. We're not hooked up to that. Units. I've already got my preferences in here. Let's see this. What is this? Flight phase callouts. Callouts. Yeah, let's do 2500 too. And let's do 50 is on there. Okay, that looks good. Pin. Oh, look at this. Memo logic. New. Let's get that in there. Dual input. Interesting. I don't even know what those numbers are. Flight phase. What's this CDAC? Oh, okay, V1. If you wanted to say V1 when you, you know, when you're going through the acceleration, you know, where it goes V1. That's how you would set that. I had it on the other aircraft, but now it's set on this one. A PR Mon instrument. I don't know what that is. Oh, look, there's a, another, what is this? FWC. Oh, okay, that's back, return, FMGC. Look at all this stuff. I don't see anything for the printer. Oh, uplink SID star is off. I wonder if that should be on. ADIRUs. I've got it set to fast, but you can do it on realistic. Engines. Oh, look at that. Normal. Doors. Well, I mean, we don't want anything open. Now, see, as you can see up on the top here, one of 3 rolls. I'm not looking for that. What's rolls? I'm not looking for that. What's AMI? Airline modification info. Holy crap, guys. Look at all this stuff. SIDS. I think we already looked at that. And then various.